Morning, good afternoon, good evening, my friends from all over the world tuning in. So we had some good news from the development blog and we'll go over them in just a bit. But first, I'm expecting a delivery and the courier will be here soon. So if I disappear for a couple of minutes, just so you know, I have a headphone off so I can hear like the doorbell and all that. And once we're done with the delivery, we'll go over the development blog. You can find it on forum.lastepoch.com already. But basically what it says is that the next major content update will focus on the multiplayer. And since the next content update is coming September-ish, according to the developers, it might hit as soon as September, but of course it might also take longer. The development blog does touch upon that. So depending on how good the testing goes, we might have multiplayer for Last Epoch as soon as September, and a whole change in the development process. Basically they will turn all the processes or the development processes, focus them only on the online game. Last Epoch will still have a single player version, of course, offline single player version. But for them, it will mean the code pushes will be done for only one version of the game and not working on two versions in parallel like they did before. Now, as a developer myself, even if I'm not a game developer, I can imagine that working on only one version instead of two will speed up their development process. And the post also says that multiplayer is going well, multiplayer testing is going well, surprisingly well. And yes, since Last Epoch is, after all, still a indie developer or a smaller developer, let's say, then they can move pretty fast when it comes to development. And who knows, maybe we'll also see 1.0 at the end of the year, even though I think this will be most likely closer to spring 2023. But we'll have to see. It all depends how multiplayer goes. We'll all test it in autumn, of course, together. And based on that, we'll see what else they would like to implement before pushing the game into 1.0. Yeah, they did touch upon masteries or classes. They feel that there are still some missing masteries. Of course, there are like 3 masteries missing, which kind of affects the balance of the game, let's say. Now if I look at this delivery from Amazon, the courier will be here soon, but maybe we can just touch really quickly over the development blog post, just so we can do this first. So let's start with development update. This was posted 22 hours ago. June development update, the road to 0.9.0. So basically now we're in the version 0.8.5F, and they were thinking of releasing 0.8.6, but now they feel confident they can release 0.9.0 directly as soon as September. So the big update is going to include the multiplayer. They are calling it a multiplayer beta, as they are still adding features to it. They also have some nice GIFs here. I also see some familiar names from Germany, Trickster over here. So this is what the UI will look like. 3 players in this case, probably the maximum will be 4 players. We'll have to see, we have no info on that. And they are saying we are calling this the beta, the multiplayer beta, because we will have all the existing systems and content fully playable online, but we won't be done tailoring the entire Last Epoch experience to be ready for our full launch. Yeah, and we'll touch upon this a bit further down. Yeah, reduce replication required for working on 2 separate single-player and multiplayer projects. So the game will still have the offline single-player mode, but for the developers, they won't work with 2 versions of the game at the same time, which of course will speed up the release process further on. And sure, their main focus, as they've stated, that the previous development update will also be on improving performance of the game, which is a must, in my opinion as well. And the combat feel, so adding new animations, death animations for the mobs and all that. Not really understanding what is going on here, but basically the echo is loading because someone else started it, or just, yeah, okay, they go back for the portal, that I understand if someone opens a portal, but multiplayer echoes will be interesting to see, because who chooses the path for the web? That's my question, and it doesn't get addressed here. So maybe we have a rolling system in place. Each player chooses the next echo, and somehow it gets rolled on. We'll see. So back to the multiplayer beta. So is what they are calling it. We are calling this the beta because 0.9.0 will be bringing existing features and content online, but their vision includes more features and changes that we haven't discussed muchly, but are aspects to consider fundamental. Yeah, so some missing masteries that we believe will truly help make the game feel more complete, right? So maybe they are still considering to add the 3 missing masteries for 1.0, yeah. And we're calling it the beta because balance issues will start to pop up in multiplayer for sure, and they'll have a lot of work balancing the classes, and of course, if possible, adding all the missing masteries until 1.0 to give multiplayer more balanced feel. And we have some new things, also some new mob types. We'll see them in just a bit. Yeah, so we're moving everything on the online platform basically, and yeah, to support multiplayer, that's for sure. Yeah, so we're working on the multiplayer alpha right now, which we are testing with community testers, also streamers and YouTubers. And let's see what else they are telling us here. About the optimization, we all know the ruins of Warren. This pops up in 2nd chapter already in the ruined era, and also the ruined city map template, for example, in the last ruin monolith, which I'm doing extensively, farming Eldegaspar for Ravenous Void Gloves. And we all know that the performance, especially in this template, drops a lot, and it doesn't even count. You can have the best graphics card, the best processor out there, CPU out there. It all boils down to optimization right now. So what we are doing, we are trying to reduce the number of draw calls. So somehow some objects that get rendered more than once with no significant impact on quality. So we are reducing this draw calls from 1441 to 867, and we can also see a heat map of the FPS increase or improvement, let's say. So we are saying here for the Ancient Dragon, when it drops these bombs on you, a change in the shaders of the particle effects resulted in FPS increasing from 50 to 90 during his attacks. So let's hope they are continuing doing these performance improvements, because they are much needed to make the game feel more smooth frame rates per second increase, of course. And combat feel, yeah, we are adding new depth animation on depth effects. So we've seen that in the March, I think, development update, or in the May one, I'm not sure anymore. When you like cast fire on mobs, we've seen some animations that they actually catch fire or turn to ashes when they fall, when they die. So all these nice things. So we are adding also some new mobs. This is the Void Phantoms. So it's like, yeah, I don't know, a void thing without an actual form, let's say, but with a lot of hands sticking out. And we can also see the on-depth animation here. So yeah, it feels pretty powerful, more impactful when you hit him. It just gets pushed to the back and cut in half, so yeah, pretty good. The Void Fused Earth, we've seen a lot of them, especially on my stream in the last ruin, and we are changing the look of the Void Fused Earth. The Void Fused Earth is currently like a giant made of stone that can attack also nearby, melee, but also has a range attack, pretty powerful range attack. And we are changing also how it looks, the mob itself, but also the attacks. So you can see it hits like with both arms. And the ranged attack also looks pretty interesting. So let's see, yeah, it looks like this. So totally different look for this mob. Yeah, the equipment models, we've seen that in the development stream, so they are changing like how the armor looks for the mage and also for the primalist. And their goal, as stated also in this development blog update, they are trying to add unique models for each unique item in the game, and I think there are over 700 unique items already. Battle Mage's Endeavor, I have a couple of these. Not sure if I'll ever play a Spellblade or anytime soon, but looks pretty nice. The Last Laugh, you all know this one probably. Ars Phoenix. Yeah, and this was revealed in the developer stream, which is every Friday. Also here on Twitch. So for the Forge Guard, he has a skill called Manifest Armor. This is what it looked before, and this is what it looks now, and this is an actual render, so it's not. This is actually from the game, yeah. So it's not. And to prove that, they also show you the spinning model over here. So yeah, quite a difference from the current one, let's say. And yeah, they had also this community event adding a unique based on what the participants voted on. So I think this is a good item. Corrupted Heraldry, yeah. So this is a good item for fire sorcerers who can switch your fire spells, turn their fire spells into void damage. And it's quite interesting. So, but it's a staff, so I don't know if going for 200 staff is better than going for a one-hander and an offhand. We'll just have to see it in action. So basically, exciting news, and multiplayer is closer than we thought. I also said that probably multiplayer will come in autumn, not necessarily in September, so I stick to that assumption, and probably, yeah, sooner rather than later we'll also have multiplayer ready for us to be tested. So that's really good news. I'm very happy about that, and yeah, of course, once multiplayer hits, then we'll be able to play together. Okay, so courier didn't arrive. This is good. So I basically managed to present this to you, and also I'll post it on YouTube as a highlight. Yeah, the courier will be here like pronto, but until he does come, let's just get one more modifier for the oldie Gaspar. Yes. So 40% and 58%, but I don't know about this damage increase. I don't like damage increases. Let's see if we can find something else. I think we also had one with health and damage. Let's take this Enrage at half health. I think it's better for our sanity. But let's just do this one, and after that we'll do Gaspar. And if I have to disappear for 2 minutes, if you hear the doorbell ring or anything like that, then just know I'll be right back when I do. I probably won't have time to tell you I'm going away, but you'll see that I'll go out of frame. We actually have some game sound as well. It's kind of, for me it's kind of hard, because I'm keeping like one of the headphones. I can keep one of my ears free in case I hear the doorbell. It's basically just another cable for the other microphone I have, the one I use for YouTube. My idea was to bring the microphone, it's a shotgun microphone or directional microphone, like those long ones. And I used to keep it on the camera to film, but I'm staying like 1.5 meters, maybe even 2 meters away from the camera, and with a shotgun microphone on the camera, you just sound far away. You just sound far away, man. So I know I could improve that. So I just bought like a boom stand for the microphone, and it's not on the camera anymore. It's right above my head, let's say. But in order to connect to the camera, I need a cable extension. And the connectors for the cable extension for the microphone, I bought a cable extension already, but that's not what I needed. The pins, yeah, the jacks look identical, but they have a different segmentation, let's say. I'll actually show you when the delivery comes. But basically with that cable, sure, the microphone was working, the signal was getting inputted into the camera, but you could hear a background noise, a loud hum, which I cannot remove in the post process. So with this cable I received now, I hope the problem will be fixed. And yeah, I've actually waited the whole day, but they were coming a bit later with the delivery. So enough about me, guys. Tell me about you. How was your day? Today is not Friday. That's all I know. That's all I know. I'm sure Common Hours will be here later and tell me happy Thursday or something like that. I told him, just let me know when it's Friday, man, because as long as it's not Friday, I don't care which weekday it is. Here we go. Have to go. Yeah, so we'll see if we can actually find my door. But they should know me already. Let me just put a 10-minute break, let's say, on the screen, just so you know I'll come back. Hopefully I can stay here without getting murdered, but we'll see. Be right back. Okay, my friends, that went quick. Thank you for the wait. So let's see what we actually got here, because I want to show you those connectors and let's see, because I got a connector that is called TRS, that is tip ring sleeve, and what I actually needed was TRS. Still, this doesn't look completely right. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, so this is an adapter, but I actually wanted a cable. And let's see if we actually got the cable today as well or not. Yeah, we also got the cable. So these are some adapters and this is the cable. And yeah, basically what I needed was this one. This is a TRS connector, right? So this is a TRS connector, and you see here is a tip ring sleeve. And what I actually got first yesterday was a cable that was tip ring sleeve TRS, which is used for connecting like headphones with a microphone with your phone, or maybe even computer. I think that works as well. But in order to connect the microphone to the camera, I need a TRS one, because with the TRS basically has one more signal with for stereo headphones with a microphone attached to them, and it was creating interference, so I could hear a loud hum when I was trying to record with the microphone, because the cable, even if of course the jack fit, they are all 3.5 millimeter ones, it didn't fit the signal over the TRS has an extra wire for a signal that didn't exist coming from a microphone, which I set on mono also. So hopefully this will get solved now. I'll test it after the stream, of course. This has nothing to do with my stream microphone. This was just dandy. At least you can hear me from what I understand. And then yeah, this was for my YouTube microphone, let's say. But for now, let's just carry on. Also got some exciting news from 11 Power Games today regarding the multiplayer, so yeah, I'll actually link the development update in the stream as well, in the stream chat, but let's not die here again. Just kill the boss here and I'll link it to you afterwards. Hot day, hot day. Get these epic shards. You never know when you're gonna need them. And let's just see here if I still have it open. Oh, of course not. I closed it, but you can just go to forumlustypog.com. Go to the developer blog. When was the last post? The June development update. February. So I guess this is the one. Hey, common hours. I just went through the latest development update we got some hours ago. And apparently we're going to have multiplayer this autumn, just as we predicted, my friend. It might come a bit later than September, they said. I still have a lot of testing to do, but the post is here. I'll also put a highlight on the stream on YouTube if others are interested. So yeah, pretty good news. I was just saying that we got another cable for my YouTube microphone, which hopefully will work this time. because the one I got yesterday had a different type of connector. I'm sure as a guitarist you're familiar with TRS connectors, 1/4 of an inch jacks and all that stuff. How about you? So it's not Friday yet, it's Thursday, huh? How are you today, my friend? I managed to play for an extra hour this morning to get some stability, so we're doing Gaspar already. Maybe we'll have time to do him one more time for the stream ends. Yeah, these daily streams are quite short. So, guys, just check the schedule because you'll catch me at the date and hour mentioned over there. Just so you don't miss me. Oh, it started to work already. Seems legit. I start work at like 8:30 AM and I finish it 5:30, maybe even a bit earlier. Not by much, but still. 5:15, let's say. Get everything ready for the stream, and that's it. And next week I'll just post in the info section the days when the stream will be offline. Next week, Thursday and Friday, but it's a bit early to talk about that still. So next Thursday and next Friday the stream will be offline. If I manage to get home in time, I might do some stream later on, but yeah, that doesn't work with your mornings, common hours. Yes, actually Friday is coming here earlier than in the US, so yeah, for me it's officially Friday after the stream ends, even if it's going to still be Thursday night, but pretty good. Tomorrow Friday stream, a bit longer than usual, hopefully. We'll just see how long I can actually stand. Probably not for 3 hours. We'll just alternate. Standing for an hour, sitting for an hour. And if I actually do it 3 hours, it's, you know, free for all in the last hour. Oh, come on already with the void. Get out of here. And what is this? Just shards and keys? Seriously, dude? So this was the... For some reason this info is not updated. I don't know why it says 100 kills, because it's actually 103 kills now. Oh well. It's my fault for sure, so we'll just do it like this, but it's not cheating because we killed him twice yesterday. I don't think we killed him 3 times, but twice we did kill him yesterday, for sure, because we're getting more stability at the edge of the monolith. If you're busy with work and don't have time to type on the chat, come on, or just let me know. You don't need to answer all my questions or anything like that if you're busy. It's only natural. I actually died here, but I want to extend the web to the left as well, because on the bottom is done. It's Orbis nodes everywhere. And of course we also have these babies. Vessels of memory 2 we didn't use yet. So we can just reset them. A lot of times for the rest of the week we'll sit in this web configuration for sure. At least. And the next version of the game is 0.9.0. We also add some couple of new mobs. Well, actually just one new mob Also a void mob, so hopefully I get my Ravenous Void gloves until then. And we're going to redo the void fuse there. It's going to look completely different. You're familiar with that one. And it does seem like we are planning to add the missing masteries until 1.0. Because we're calling the multiplayer a multiplayer beta. And they say just because some masteries are missing, which would make the game feel more complete, in their words. So I'm sure there are going to be a lot of balance patches once multiplayer hits. That's for sure. Man, I'm always like Half-Life. Don't worry, man. It's life. It is how it is. And I'm sure your fans in Nebraska are waiting for you, so hopefully someone will be happy. And that's why I'm going to miss 2 streams next week as well. We're going to do like a team building event at some hotel which is close to the airport in Berlin. And the colleagues from offices from other cities, more or less close to Berlin, will come to this location as well. And because we're so close, they'll come by train. And coming by train from Hamburg, let's say, it's an hour and a half. So they all come to the train station, the ones who are not living in Berlin. And from the train station, we'll have to spend another hour to get to that hotel at the airport. Find it kind of funny. And also for us living in Berlin, we'll spend 1 hour trying to get to the airport hotel. So I'm not sure who's coming by plane, to be honest. It's not like the CEO is coming or something like that. So I don't know how much time I'll spend commuting to and back from that hotel. I'm not going to stay overnight there, obviously, since I already have a place to live in Berlin. But I spend a lot of time on the way. I'm not sure how soon I'll make it home, but for sure I won't be able to stream. Not at the usual schedule at least. But that's next week, so this week I'll still be here. And of course next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and of course Saturday, that's set in stone. Yeah, they seem to be moving fast since 11 Hour Games is still an indie developer, so they don't spend like half a year on things. They've been working on multiplayer for a long time, so seems like they know what they're doing, and it's pretty interesting that until now they were working on 2 versions of the source code, one for the offline version, one for the online version. And now since they're moving to the online version with a single player offline version still, but basically the developers will only work on one version of the game, adding code, and that speeds up the development process by a lot. So they'll be actually able to roll out content updates every 3 or 4 months for sure, probably every 3 months, which is good. It's good for them, good for us, good for everybody. Because on the developer stream on Friday, we're still pretty hush-hush about it. They don't want to say what the next major content update will include. But now, cat is out of the bag, 0.9.0 multiplayer, baby. Yeah, we have some streamers from Germany testing out the game, Trickster heavy, also on a Discord German community, let's say. But of course we're not allowed to talk about it. Multiplayer is basically in alpha now, and when they release it they'll call it multiplayer beta, just because not all classes, not all masteries are added yet. Not all masteries basically, because classes, yeah, they're added. But we're missing the Falconeer for the Rogue, we're missing the Warlock for the Acolyte, and we're missing the Rune Master for the Mage. I don't think we're missing anything else. I think the Primalist is complete, Sentinel is complete, both the Masteries. So Acolyte, Mage, and Rogue. 3 Master is missing out of the 15. But they'll get to work a lot on balance patches now. I'm sure everybody will start complaining. And probably for good reason in most cases. They didn't say anything about PvP or anything like that. But let's be honest, who does PvP in Path of Exile, let's say? Nobody. Even if that option is there. Diablo 3 PvP would have been nice, as they've announced it originally. And then they thought about it for, I don't know, 3 years, and then they finally said, no, it wasn't up to Blizzard standards. The same old excuse. Diablo 2 PvP was a thing of its own. It was big back in the day. Hey! Well, it doesn't say September. We went through the update actually. So the previous development update, they said that the next major content update will be September-ish. And now that they are actually going to release multiplayer in the next major content patch, it might take a bit longer. We talked about it on the stream before and basically said it's going to be in autumn, even before this announcement. But yeah, exciting things, exciting news, so I'm sure everybody's happy about it. You're welcome, Jake. First time on the stream? You're so welcome. This is a new stream, started in June, so we're just building up, ramping up. Of course, playing Last Epoch, I'm here every day, but with, let's say, shorter streams than normal. Because, yeah, I also have a job, like everyone else. So Jake, are you currently playing Last Epoch or taking a break until multiplayer? I know a lot of players who, well, some of them are in the community testing team, and of course they're testing the multiplayer alpha all the time. They don't have time to play Last Epoch or stream it right now, but they actually do play it, just testing the multiplayer. And some other folks who just, yeah, they're waiting for the next major content update, they're waiting for the multiplayer. And some people, most of them, will wait for the 1.0 version to actually hit before they give this game a chance, so let's hope everything will go well. Not really hoping for 1.0 this year still. Maybe in spring 2023. So it depends on a lot of factors like release date for Diablo 4 as well. And Last Epoch will kind of compete with it, toe to toe. But I think Diablo 4 will go into a different direction. More like a Lost Ark MMO style open world. They said it's going to be an open world where you can also meet and see other players. Yeah, I think so too. I've actually switched from OBS to Streamlabs OBS It's also a bit more friendly to use, let's say, so you can also give it a go. I've seen that OBS has added some modules. Let's say you can see the chat from it, and also set the title, labels. But I think Streamlabs OBS is easier to use, and a lot of folks are using it, so just give it a go if you want. It's pretty self-explanatory over there where to change the title and everything else. Do let me know if you need me to write it in chat, but I think you've heard of Streamlabs OBS before. It's pretty popular with streamers nowadays. And yeah, I switched to it like 3 weeks ago. Pretty happy with it. I was using OBS before as well, streaming on YouTube Live. Whoops! Sorry about that, didn't see anything. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here, move along. Yeah, so I was using OBS to stream on YouTube Live. And then I switched over to Twitch after a longer break. Moving to another city, moving to another country. Kind of a long story. Yeah. Been streaming before, Jake, or it's your first time? Been streaming other games before? I'm working for 3 hours a day. Wish I could do that again. What? Ah, come on. Come on, hours. You know I die all the time. Jake is gonna laugh at me. You say I'm a noob. Jake and I am. We're all noobs at this game. Until 1.0 hits. Except Lizard IRL or something. Or, you know, the other guys have like 3,000 hours in Last Epoch. Man, I couldn't play Last Epoch for 3 hours if my life depended on it. 3,000 hours if my life depended on it, because there's more content, man. There's more content. How can you play this game for 3,000 hours? Then again, common hours. I was telling you about the German streamer who like streams Diablo 2 Resurrected almost every day, non-stop, since it came out. So I guess it gets worse than streaming Last Epoch for 3,000 hours. You can stream Diablo 2 Resurrected for 3,000 hours and just do Uber bosses or whatever. Farm the countess for runes. And Mephisto for gear. That's pretty easy. See, you'll get into it. Get into it pretty fast. Where are you from, if I may ask? Are you from the States or UK, something like that? Because that's my biggest issue. I'd say I'm not a native English speaker, and of course it's full of native English speakers on YouTube, on Twitch, everywhere else. My English isn't that bad, but it's also not native speaker English, and that makes a difference, especially when talking live. I also do YouTube. I have a small YouTube channel, but when doing a scripted video, let's say, for YouTube, it's easier. I actually have to write the darn thing first. But talking live, yeah, sometimes it is what it is. Canada. Nice. What time is it over there? Here it's, yeah, as you can see on the screen, game time 10 past 6 p.m. Just the daily stream after work. No, I only stream Last Epoch. I focus on Last Epoch on this stream, especially since it's at the beginning. But I was talking with Common Hours some streams back about the German streamer. I live in Berlin myself. and a German streamer who actually got successful. He made partner like a month ago, and he got successful after switching from Path of Exile. Nobody watched him because it's an oversaturated game. A lot of people play Path of Exile, a lot of streamers. So he switched to Diablo 2 Resurrected in September last year when Diablo 2 Resurrected was released. And he streams every day just like I do, but for longer. I don't know what he does for a job, but basically instead of a job he streams Diablo 2 Resurrected only. And yeah, he's pretty successful at it, so I don't know. I couldn't play Diablo 2 Resurrected like 40 hours a week, because you get bored with that for sure. I did consider streaming Diablo 2 Resurrected before it was actually released, but I thought, man, it's kind of a niche game and I can't do that. I can't do that. But Last Epoch, I've seen that it's kind of missing content creators, let's say streamers. It's kind of empty. Well, not empty, but it's a small, tight-knit community, a lot more friendly players, and I guess most of the people interested in ARPGs and driven games, hack and slash, are waiting for 1.0 before giving it a go. I bought the game last year, 2021, in May, and I played the Druid, bear form Druid. Bear Druid. I just did the campaign, which had 8 acts, and then I kind of played a rogue, blade dancer for a bit, and this year I started again, did the campaign again with this mage sorcerer. You can actually see the build with the build command. This, and you can also see the commands here, so we have everything set up. Okay, so it's like New York time over there. Here we're 6 hours ahead, I think. Yeah, exactly. You can just check my schedule, or see I stream every day. But these are like shorter streams, and I stream for longer on a weekly stream on Saturday. And since last week I actually tried to stream more on Friday, and that went well for 3 hours. But the other weekday streams are just 1 hour and a half. Going through the changes. Hopefully we'll get some more news soon, so we can actually do some news discussion, balance changes. That's going to be one of the favorites for sure. Yeah, not long to wait for multiplayer. We'll have to see. I don't think it's gonna be September either, maybe October, but the advantage of 11th Hour Games, the developer of the game, is that they are still an indie company. They're still pretty small, so they can move fast when they need to deliver something. So where are we going actually? The Skittering Gate is that other way. Basically, I'm just biding my time until multiplayer hits and farming the Ravenous Void. These are a pair of gloves, very rare, maybe the rarest item in the game, and we're just doing the last ruin monolith all the time, doing Elder Gaspar. You can see on the screen like 103 kills already, and not the drop I am looking for. These are not the gloves you're looking for, because he also drops another pair of unique gloves. Ravenous Void is a unique pair of gloves, and they are called the Sacrificial Embrace, and I think I got them like 15 times in 103 kills. And when I see that unique glove tooltip, my pulse raises. I think, yeah, this is it. This is going to be Ravenous Void. And so it's Sacrificial Embrace, Sacrificial Embrace, Sacrificial Embrace. This is not the pair of gloves you are looking for. But why are you deleting your characters? Yeah, this is a level 100, so it gets confusing because the experience bar doesn't disappear at max level. It just fills up again. I already got it filled up once, and now it's filling up again. So you can see I'm level 101 and getting close to 102. I didn't delete my other characters, but I'm not playing them either. This is the most fun I've had until now with these sorcerers, like Static Orb, Lightning Blast Sorcerer. But at some point, I'll maybe wait for multiplayer to actually hit before starting a new character, because for sure we're going to be separated. The single player characters will be separated from the online characters or multiplayer characters. I'm still considering what build to try. But if I'm gonna play in a group, maybe I'll even start a ranger, we'll see. Something muster is it called? I'm not sure. Oh, muster, I have no idea. So this is the highest level character I have. Played it quite a lot. I think I played it for like 150 hours, maybe more. I don't even remember. I know I played the druid, the werebear druid, for like 46 hours. Maybe some other characters for a bit. Let's say up to 50 hours. And I have 220 something hours played. Yeah, we won't do this because it's an Orbis node here, so we're just exploring all this web, and we actually have some nodes that are called Vessels of Memory. And when you do these nodes, it resets all the echoes you did, and we did quite a lot here. So we're going to spend quite a lot of time in this monolith. Without raising the corruption, it's 557, which is a lot. I just raised it like this so that we can do Elder Gaspar with about 500% item rarity to improve the chances for the Ravenous Void to drop. And yeah, this is how we roll. That's why I die all the time. At least one of the reasons. Let's go with this one. Movement, speed, and damage. Critical strike avoidance. No. God. So which classes, or yeah, let's say masters, did you play, Jake? Common Hours is a hardcore fan, and he's playing Necromancer almost exclusively. So like minion builds, Primalist. I liked the Necromancer in Diablo 3 actually, because it had more control than a minion build usually does. I kinda don't like the unfocused damage a minion build does, which doesn't make them ideal busters in the last epoch at least. But I don't know, Primalist minion builds may be even better than Necromancer, I don't know. I see some crazy Primalist builds on YouTube. Still considering what my next class will be, but yeah, I'm kinda doing endgame stuff, just because anyone who watches this game maybe didn't get it yet. Sees a lot of new player gameplay on other streams as well, or on YouTube, but not a lot of end game to actually see what's expecting them in the end game. What the content for end game is right now. And yeah, trying to get those gloves, but even if I get them, this will be a single player character, so I won't be able to use them in multiplayer. So, what do you say, guys? Next time, Ravenous Void Grind multiplayer. Starting in autumn and ending sometime next year, probably. Farming for Ravenous Void for half a year or something like that. The stream started in June, so it's going to be like half year. The first half year of the stream is farming for Ravenous Void, single player and then multiplayer. What kind of paladin did you play? I was actually thinking of a hammer strike or whatever, hammer smite build. Kind of a Diablo 2 hammered in type. But I'm sure we're going to change the classes a lot after multiplayer hits. People will just whine about their class. We're gonna do a lot of nerfs. So the builds we currently have are not going to be worth shit. Effigy of Oblivion. Why am I always going the wrong way on this map? I'll just write it here. Streamlabs, OBS. It's also called slabs. In some circles. Streamlabs. Because it's free, it also imports the settings from OBS. So I was actually reluctant to install it at first, but it imports all the settings from OBS, so you don't really lose anything. I just find it a bit friendlier to use, I guess. OBS is good as well, so just, you know, whatever strikes your fancy. Streamlabs OBS or slabs, yeah, slabs also takes install on your computer. Which system would you like to stream from? Do you have an external capture card like an Elgato, or do you use your own graphics card to capture gameplay footage? Because I know, I've heard for some people that slabs is like a bit taxing on your machine. I have a pretty good system, so I'm not worrying about that, but yeah, it's an issue. Oh, did we do this already? Now let's just kill the effigy of blue. There we go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. And since I died, no stability for you. Aha, so this is the one that rerolls rewards of all uncompleted decos. I don't really care about deco rewards much anymore. I'm way past that. So water under the bridge. Sure, I could still do with the Celestial Helm with +3 Lightning Blast and +3 Static Orb, but it's like, I never seen such thing. I just know it exists, but I never seen such thing. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Any VR games you'd like to recommend? I don't have a VR headset myself, but yeah, I only heard that Half-Life Alyx is good, and that's about it. I know about any big game titles releasing to VR headsets. Of course, except Half-Life Alyx. So I guess that will get a bigger push when more big name developers will release VR games as well. Like a VR Assassin's Creed, hanging on the ledge of buildings. That should be insane. Feel like Spider-Man. So what times of the week will you be streaming, Jake? For sure, I'd like to come and watch. Well, we're not doing any progress here, guys. We're not getting the stability to do Elder Gaspar again tonight. I just want to explore the echo first, and at some point when we do all the echoes, we're just gonna reset them. That's good. Sure, if you look at those modifiers, it's kind of insane. 400% increased damage, and also 350% increased health, and the critical strike avoidance. That is not good for me. It's not good for me. I need to crit, not only to kill them, but also to regenerate my health that I lose when it gets converted to ward, the twisted heart of the heroes. I see. Don't know what that is. It sounds exciting. Beat Saber. Like Dance Revolution. I guess we're not there yet with VR games just yet. It kinda needs a big push from developers to actually make VR games. Wow, look at that. I managed to survive with 0 health. Wow. Because I don't crit, I don't regenerate my health. It's pretty bad. It's critical. With a critical strike avoidance. I have to take it slower, but whenever I get spires, just hurry. Try to rush the spires first. Come on already. 350% increased health. Sanity. That's what you get. 557 corruption, seriously. If I didn't have to farm Elder Gaspar, it's only because it's my objective, I don't have to, but you know, that's my objective, to get those class. Increase the corruption like crazy to increase the item rarity of the boss. And I'm just taking all these nasty modifiers because they give higher item rarity than the tame ones. Yeah, then you don't have to leave your home ever again. Just live in the metaverse. Just like in Ready Player One. I'm sure you've seen that movie, Ready Player One. Or read the book. I think the book was a bit better. At least that's what my wife tells me. I didn't read it myself, just watch the movie. Just going to live in the metaverse. Come on, come on, come on. Well, it's the future, man. That's where we're headed, that's for sure. Whether we like it or not, it is what it is. How's the weather in Canada? Is it hot? Or is it nice and cool? It's here in Berlin, even if it's in like the north of Germany, we're having like 37 degrees Celsius, that's almost 100 Fahrenheit. It's pretty insane. Never before seen temperatures. Last summer it was a bit better. Now it's just crazy. I don't want to even imagine how we are living right now in the south of France, Spain, all that stuff. But these mobs are not dying at all, man. Oh, they have resistances too, critical strike avoidance. Oh man. So yeah, I actually can't kill these mobs. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, I don't think I kind of blocked myself with these modifiers. Let's see if I can actually do like a discovery. No, there's nothing like that. No, I can't. This one maybe. Because I can't kill the mobs now. They have resistances, they have critical strike avoidance, 350% increased health. This is insane. I can't kill these ones. I can't kill those crabs. Let's just do a discovery now and get rid of these, some of these modifiers, because those crabs were indestructible. 40 Celsius. So do you have the metric system in Canada, or the Imperials is like do you have Fahrenheit or Celsius? Because yeah, I was trying to explain common hours, how many degrees Fahrenheit is Celsius, and yeah, it was a bit hard to do the converter for that. I see. Common hours is not saying anything anymore. He's deep into work now. It's going slow, but we'll get better. But of course, the discovery nodes, at least in this monolith, you always have to charge a beacon. And with these modifiers, man. So basically that monolith added also 45% resistances, and it was game over. I couldn't kill those mobs anymore. But like this, I think we're going to make it. The beacon too. On the phone, work or pleasure? I guess work. Who calls people before 10 AM for anything pleasant? Only people from work or for work. I used to have as developers, we have this daily meeting, like stand-up meeting, and everybody's saying like what we worked on yesterday, what we're going to work for today, and if they have any blockers, whatever. Hey, thank you for the follow, Jake. Really appreciate it, especially since we have this little objective. You can see that bar over there. We're almost there. Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah, so as developers, we have this daily meeting. It's called daily stand-up meeting. I don't know why, because nobody's laughing. And each developer, or members of the team, they say what the tasks they worked on yesterday, what tasks we're going to work on today, and if they have any blockers or anything like that, if they need help to carry on with their work. And usually every normal employer puts this stand-up meeting at 10 AM, but my previous employer put them at 9 AM, and he also expected us to come into the office like 3 days a week, something crazy like that. I was like always rushing, coming into the office earlier just so I can be on the daily meeting at 9 AM. So it's a daily scrum meeting. So Lots of sport analogies in software development, but also in office work. Scrum, like in a football team, something like that. Get out of here! You're all office fatties. You're all office lords. You're no football player. But makes you feel good. Yeah, let's do a scrum meeting. You know. Well, it's Nebraska. What did you expect? Yeah, I work not as a game developer. I wanted to do that when I was young, like in high school, and but then I actually grew up and got smart. So I'm happy I didn't choose that path, because game development, man, it's a lot of crunch time. It's very tiring. So we just do like these web applications. Everything is online now. It's front end, back end, full stack, JavaScript, React, Node, all that good stuff. Everything's in the cloud, everything's online, man. Nobody does monolith applications anymore. Nobody expects an application to come like on a CD and yeah, install it from a CD and all that stuff. Everything is online. Just open your browser. Everything is a web application nowadays. Which, yeah, works for me. I don't mind it. We're not very performant, but nobody seems to mind. Yeah, that's a great work. Actually, my wife works with people like yourself. There are also a lot of people coming in from Eastern Europe to take care of the elderly here in Germany. And we actually come from Eastern Europe ourselves. We come from a country called Romania. It's in Southeastern Europe. And she actually works with caretakers that come from Romania, because of course she speaks the language natively, and she also speaks German, as I do. And families here in Germany are looking for, yeah, you know, cheaper labor, let's say, from Eastern Europe, for caretakers. And yeah, I think it's a very demanding job. It needs a lot of empathy and yeah, patience. It's not easy, but it's yeah, it's respectable work. So big respect for you, dude. Especially since you could have done something else, just probably better paid or something like that. But yeah, working with people is something that I did do development since I was a kid, but for about 9 to 10 years I worked in sales, software sales, just because when I was younger I preferred to work more with people as well. But now I'm just an old codger and yeah. I just wanna sit at home, work from home, and do my thing, and yeah, socialize on the stream right here. Oh, what do you know? Small world. Who would have thought? But you weren't born in Romania, I guess. So born in Canada. And you probably heard of Criparian, right? Criparian is Romanian, but he lives in Canada. Criparian, well, he's streaming a lot of Hearthstone nowadays, but he did like the world record on, I don't know, hardcore, barbarian, something like that. And he streamed the whole thing, Diablo 3, like 10 years ago, man. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. But you know what I'm gonna do, guys? Never mind. I wanted to go around. And do the beacon this way, but hey. I don't know if you want to try it again. But to be honest, these modifiers is kind of hard. Not getting any stability either. Yeah, but he's like old, yeah. He's like old like me. He's been streaming on Twitch for, I don't know, 10 years already, something like that. But he was back then. You didn't have many options. So if you were watching Twitch like 10 years ago, everybody knew Corruption. He played Diablo 2 free, then of course got bored with it because you can't do much in Diablo 3 in the endgame. Started with Path of Exile. He was actually one of the people who made Path of Exile popular. And in the end he went to play Hearthstone, and he's playing Hearthstone ever since it came out basically. And I guess Hearthstone is fun if you are well, have lots of money to spend. And yeah, I'm kinda tired of user monetization anyway. Didn't even install Diablo Immortal, I don't care about that stuff. And I'm quite reluctant when it comes to Diablo 4. Ah, good for you, good for you. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. We kind of do get more, you know, mature guys here, and we're happy to have you whenever you would like to join. And yeah, all my schedule and details are in the about section and the schedule section of the stream. Feel free to copy some of it for your own if you want. It's nothing top secret or anything. So I'll be on for another 15 minutes, let's say. Mondays to Thursdays I'm kind of on a limited schedule, but I do stream every day except Sunday. And we're doing the daily stream even if it's Mondays to Thursday a bit shorter. Friday and Saturday actually takes a bit longer. Stay longer for more. I stay online for more, and yeah, then it gets also more fun. More viewers, the chat is more lively. Category is gonna be Last Epoch if we're gonna stream Last Epoch. Which categories are the actual games, or if you do just chatting, or I don't know, maybe you wanna do like a hot tub streams, hot tub streams, bikini on the beach, whatever strikes your fancy, but most categories are the actual game title. Last Epoch is a good choice because you're not going to be like on the 100th row from top. Nobody will see your stream, nobody's gonna join. Here you're on top of the pack, and yeah, people see you're a new guy, they come on in, they say hi, they welcome to the community, stuff like that. But yeah, I wouldn't go for variety streaming or anything like that, especially in the beginning if you don't have experience. Try to find some public, try to find some viewers for the game you're going to stream. Doesn't have to be Last Epoch necessarily, but if you've got your sights set on Last Epoch, then yeah, you're gonna stick to it for a while. Not like Last Epoch one day and then Beat Saber, or what that game was called the next. Actually, I always get lost in the Lost Catacombs. I don't even know. Should I go to the right and upwards, or should I continue to the left and then maybe it goes upwards from there? I don't know. The longer I stay in this, I'm gonna die. After this one, if you manage to do this one, guys, then we're going to get rid of 2 modifiers in one shot, so that's great. And of course it's a discovery now. It doesn't have any modifiers. It's just that you have to charge the beacon. Charging the beacon is hard, man. It's hard. It's like spiders, these die fasters, but the exploding dinosaurs are the death of fashion. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if my stream pops up with English, to be honest. I'm not sure if it's something in the settings. I'm not sure if it's a tag in itself. By category, see, for example, for my stream, I added like a method for closed captions. It's kind of funny because it never does a good transcript of what I say, but still I added as a tag closed captions because this is something not a lot of streamers do. I was actually in a meeting at work, well, at home that is, and yeah, I was watching a guy stream last epoch. But I was also trying to hear what they were saying in the call. It was like a bigger team call, so it wasn't very important. And yeah, I turned his volume down, the streamer's volume, and then I realized, man, if he had some kind of closed caption, I could actually see what he was trying to say during the call. I said, hey, why not? There has to be a solution for this. This is kind of free software. Web captioner is called, and it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Made by a guy like an off-work project, something like that. So nothing. Nothing to perform on, let's say. What I've seen though, especially since you're from Canada, I've seen a lot of French speaking streamers in last epoch actually. So it seems it's quite popular in France for some reason. The Germans don't like it a lot because they don't have the game in German just yet. Which I would have imagined it's also an issue for the French people, for the people from France, but apparently not. Lots of people streaming it. So let's try and get those horrors now. Yeah, but they have a lot of life. The horrors have a lot of life, so that's why it's hard. It's a confined arena. We need to get those leeches. Fools! Fools! Man, I gotta get out of here. Now I can't hit the horror. I have to run away a bit. Out of mana. Oh. And lots of horrors with these shields on them. This is not gonna end well. Not gonna end well. Let's try. Let's just try. Ah, it's full of horrors now. I can't do it with these modifiers. Wow, okay, 5 horrors out. Managed to do it by sheer luck. Good stuff. Finally, now we get rid of some modifiers. It's a program called Web Captioner. Let's see. And you can just do a new window capture. It has an option. I'll show it here. So it has an option here. You have start captioning, stop captioning after you configure it. And it has an option here to open a new window. So it just opens a new window. And I have it on another screen here. And this is the window, the actual window. And in Streamlabs OBS you can do a what did I call it? A window capture. Yeah, closed captions. You just do a window capture and you capture this external window. And yeah, that's about it. But whichever feature you add to stream is going to get even more and more complicated, let's say. So I wouldn't rush into it unless you actually have time for it, or are more interested in it than actually playing the game. It's been quite a headache to set up this stream. So yeah, I don't know who's buzzing us. I guess whenever like couriers or delivery guys try to get to my neighbor, they ring at my door just because the buttons are like on the right side of the name and we're used for the button to be on the left side, and they think they're actually calling my neighbor. It's kind of funny. Yeah, so if you have any trouble with that or anything like that, just let me know. Today's stream is close to an end, but I'm more than happy to help you out. And anyone else who's just starting to stream, as I did. Yeah, sure, I streamed on YouTube Live before for, I don't know, half a year or something like that, just to learn the ropes. But I think Twitch brings in more value for streamers and viewers alike. Makes the chat more interactive, more options for loyalty, bonuses and all that stuff. By the way, I multi-stream at the moment. I multi-stream, so I stream at the same time on Twitch, YouTube Live, Facebook Gaming, nobody's watching that for sure, and some other streaming service called Trevor. So you can also see me on YouTube if that's easier for you and don't want to mess with Twitch. And actually this is my YouTube. Oh. Yeah, you can see it's quite small. I don't even have a custom link for it yet, because you need 100 subscribers for that, and who's gonna subscribe to that channel anyway? I need to add more content to it, so I'm actually happy that I got this cable now. I'll test it out with my boom mic, my shotgun mic, to see if it's what I need, if I get any noise when recording. And actually I'm going to do that right after this echo, so we're going to end the stream soon as per the normal schedule. But common hours, tomorrow is Friday, so yeah. But you said you're going to be traveling for your concerts, so I'll do the stream with Jake and whoever else would feel like joining. It is, I know. When I was streaming on YouTube, the chat was it was significantly more delayed than Twitch, let's say. I think YouTube Live is great for, I don't know, cooking streams or whatever, live streaming for other topics than gaming. So I think YouTube Live does have its role. There are even, you know, like software developers or, I don't know, developers who turn to teaching, doing courses, who are streaming live on YouTube. They're not going to stream live on Twitch because, yeah, Twitch targets another audience, let's say. There are a couple of software development streams on Twitch as well, but let's be honest, that's not where that target audience is. Twitch is not where that target audience is, but on YouTube, yeah, basically everybody is. No, you don't. No, you don't. You can stream on YouTube Live even before 100 subscribers. What you need 100 subscribers for is the custom link. That's why my channel link is like that string of characters. not an actual Livorius or Livorius TV or Livorius HD or whatever else is available. Because there's like some guy called Livorius who like posted a video like 12 years ago, only one video. He has 1 subscriber and 1 video, and he's called Livorius as well. And yeah, probably when I'll have to register the channel or register the custom link and say, yeah, there's another user with that name, a guy with 1 video and 1 subscriber. So yeah. It is what it is. So let's kill the betrayer or whatever his name is. Let's get out of here. Yeah, because I did a YouTube video and I posted it like a couple of days ago. It was basically about Diablo Immortal getting release getting delayed indefinitely in China, and yeah, actually got me thinking, but why is Blizzard so interested in catering to the Chinese market instead of actually making games that won't make Western players hate them? And I got into a bit of a diatribe, let's say, a video I posted, but then I realized that the microphone is a boom microphone. The one I use for YouTube it's unidirectional, let's say, and I kept it on my camera, not this webcam, but the camera I use for YouTube, and it was too far away. With shotgun microphones, if they're far away, you sound far away. And by far away, I mean, what's that, 5 feet or 1.5 meters? Actually got a boom stand, and now that microphone is like on top of me. And of course, I needed an extension cable as well to connect it to that camera. And the extension cable I got yesterday is not what I needed, because I had a humming noise in the background when I was trying to record. But now I just showed you earlier, but you probably weren't on the stream. I got the cable with the right connector jack, let's say. Shouldn't make any... We shouldn't record with any noise anymore. Yeah, man, take it easy. Don't worry about it. It's you'll have a lot to learn, but if you like learning, as I do at least, it's going to be very fun. And then slowly but surely you're going to get there. Be some viewers on the chat. Yeah, hope to see you around. Coming hours. Have a great work day, and I'll see you all tomorrow, same time, 5:30 p.m. Central Europe time, 11:40 a.m. East Coast time. Nice to meet you, Jake. Nice to see you again, coming hours. See you tomorrow. All the best. Bye. Yeah, check that out, baby.